Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Charisna Zahira. I'm from 335825 class. My student ID is 33220052. This is the Language Assessment Project 2, Part 1, Oral Presentation. Language Assessment Project 2, Part 1, Oral Presentation. Definition of oral presentation. Oral presentation is a form of oral communication which a person or group informs, persuades, or entertains an audience by means of structured presentation of information, ideas, or opinions. Typically, oral presentation are used in academic, social, and frequently supported by visual aids like slide, picture, or videos. Oral presentation is often a tool to develop and measure one's ability speaking skill, especially in language teaching. It shows how well the speaker can utilize language to communicate effectively with others in everyday situation. Types of oral presentation. Informative presentation. The purpose conveying information clearly and objectively to the audience to understand a certain topic. For example, a presentation or explanation of the certain topic and research report. Persuasive presentation. The purpose influence the audience to accept certain ideas, views, opinions, or action. For example, marketing campaign or product marketing presentation, political and motivational speech, and debates. Demonstrative presentation. The purpose to show, explain, or teach the step how to do something. For example, tutorial or training on how to do something or how to use the certain tool. Entertaining presentation. Entertaining the audience by explaining information in an interesting way. For example, stand-up comedy, storytelling, inspirational, and motivational stories. Impromptu presentation. The purpose is improving spontaneous speaking skill. It delivered without preparation or minimal effort. For example, giving a spontaneous opinion on the particular topic, delivering a thank you speech after receiving an award. Purpose of oral presentation. Assess overall language skill, like coherence, vocabulary, fluency, and pronunciation. Practice speaking and language skill in real situation. It looks at participants' ability to convey and receive communication clearly, provides participants the chance to practice language structure, intonation, and pronunciation. Give feedback and evaluate understanding. Tester can identify participants' strengths and weakness, allowing them to focus on the improvement. It assesses how well participants understand the certain topic. Improve interaction skill. Along with speaking, participants also interact such as responding and keeping the conversation flow. Practice critical thinking. Get participants to think deeply about the topic and organize ideas logically. Improve self-confidence, getting participants comfortable performing or speaking in front of the crowd so they can get over their fear or anxiety when speaking. Methods of assessing oral communication skill. Interview. Participants answer questions from the tester. Question can be personal, academic, or everyday topic. The purpose is assess fluency, vocabulary, and pronunciation, improve comprehension and response skill. Role play. Participants are given scenarios and specific roles, such as being seller and buyer in the shop, or waiters and customer in the restaurant. The purpose is assess language skill in social or specific contexts. The third is group discussion or debate. Participants get into groups and participate in the discussion or debate on the given topic. The purpose is assess interaction skill in groups, such as giving opinions, listening, responding to arguments. Presentation. Participants deliver a short presentation on the specific topic that has been prepared. The purpose measures the ability to organize and convey ideas logically and clearly. Picture, description, or storytelling. Participants describe a picture or tell a story based on the series of pictures or topic to attract attention and convey a message emotionally. The purpose is assess creativity, vocabulary, and narration skill. Oral communication assessment criteria. The first is pronunciation. It's whether participants' pronunciation and intonation are clear. The second, fluency, speaking fluency, not too many pause or repetition while speaking. Vocabulary, diversity of vocabulary use. Participants can use relevant or appropriate vocabulary for a given context, coherence and content, ability to organize ideas logically and connect ideas well, what participants say has a clear meaning and the content is relevant. Interactive skill, the participants' ability to respond or react to audience question or responses. So that's all from my presentation and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm great. So what's your name?
My name is Nur.
Okay, Nurtri. So for today, we will have some assessment. We have a two-part here. I have some question for you. Can you explain this topic in your opinion? The question is, do you think social media has more positive or negative impact? And please explain your answer.
Okay, I think social media has both positive and negative impact. Social media can improve communication through platforms like TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, so people can connect across the world. Social media has become an educational tool, raise awareness about social, political issues. However, social media has significant negative impact, one of which affects mental health. Excessive use of social media can increase anxiety, depression, and feelings of loneliness. They compare themselves with others on social media who often only show the best side of their life. There are also many hoaxes that go viral quickly. Misleading content can influence public opinion. Another negative impact is social media addiction. Many people, especially teenagers, spend hours every day checking for updates, interacting with friends online, or just scrolling all the time. This excessive use often interferes with more productive activities. I think the impact of social media depends on its use.
Okay, that's a very good answer for you. Now we move to the part 2. So in part 2, we are going to have a casual chat, so answer it naturally and relax. First, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Nutri, and I am English literature student from BSI University.
Okay, Nutri, could you tell me how your daily life as a student usually looks like?
On weekdays, I usually start the day in the morning. If there is a morning class, I leave for campus after breakfast. If the class is in the afternoon, I usually do my assignment first in the morning. After class, I often spend time with friends in the library or around campus to discuss assignment or just chat. In the evening, I usually use it to work on assignment, look at materials for the next day, and relax.
Okay, that sounds very nice and productive. The second is, what do you usually do to relieve stress when you don't have class or assignment?
Sometimes I take an afternoon walk in the park or around my house to feel relaxed. I like listening to music or watching my favorite movies and series on TV. If I have a lot of time, I like to explore new hangout places. On days, usually I go out with my family, hang out with friends at a cafe, or watch a movie together.
Oh, that sounds interesting. So the third question is, when working on assignment, do you prefer the individual working alone or individual tasks or group work?
It depends on the assignment. For a personal project, I prefer working alone because it gives me more control of the process. In group work, there are differences of opinion, miscommunication in the group work process. But I also enjoy discussing with others and seeing different perspective in grown-ups.
Okay, so the last question is, what challenges have you faced lately during your time as an English literature student?
One of the challenges I faced was managing stress while working on the final test project. Many final test projects have post deadlines. To deal with it, I take a short break and healing with activities that I find relaxing, such as listening to songs. Then I work on the assignment with the first deadline.
Okay, thank you Nurtri for the interview today. Thank you for coming today and have a nice day. See you.